Hello guys, welcome back. It is Friday. So today for our lesson, we are going to be composing our number in 4 different ways, which is the 4 forms of a number. I have already put the little title right here. If you need to, just press pause, copy it into your notebook, and then go ahead and hit play. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn to our next available page, which is after the composing numbers. And we're going to, right here, title it 4 forms of a number. And it is still chapter 1. Okay, so yesterday we kind of briefly talked about the 4 forms. Today I'm going to go a little deeper into that. So there is always a form that we're always going to see the number in, and you probably know it already. It is the standard form. The standard form of a number. So right here, I'm just going to write standard form. And then I'm kind of going to just draw my line right here and across. So like I said, our standard form is always the way that we see a number written. So the number that I'm going to choose for this section, or for this example, is the number 123. And that's it. That is our standard form. It's just how we see a number always. So the next form that we're going to do, we are going to do our picture form, or you might hear it as pictorial model. Same thing. Picture form, and you just represent the number using your base 10 blocks. So, like I said yesterday, this is where we're going to need our BFF. Our BFF is going to help us out so much. So this is a 3-digit number, so that means I need a 3-digit place value chart. So I'm going to go hundreds, tens, ones. Okay, so from here, we are going to draw in our number in base 10 blocks. So what Ms. Medina likes to do is, in my standard number, I also like to draw a place value chart here, because this is going to really help me. So if I look at my ones, my ones place, I know that I have 3 ones, so I'm going to represent my 3 ones right here. 1, 2, 3. Then I can look at my tens place. I have 2 tens. So I'm going to go here, 10, 20. Remember, we count these by tens because that is their value. And then we have 100. And that is how we represent in picture form. So I'm going to draw my line right here. And the next form that we are going to do is we are going to do expanded form. So expanded form is exactly how it sounds. Kind of sounds like the word explode. So we're going to do this in expanded form. And how we do that is we explode the number. We expand it. We do that by its place value. So this is where this picture form is going to help me. What Ms. Medina likes to do, and what I like you guys to do, is I like you to label it, just so that I know we'll be able to get this expanded form. So if you look at my ones place, I have 1, 2, 3 ones. Then we're going to go to my tens place. I'm not going to count this as 2 tens, because that is not the value of each block. Each block is worth 10. So I'm going to count it 10, 20. Not 2, because then that means that we would have 2 more ones, and that's going to give us a completely different number. Then right here, I have 100. So looking at this and going to our expanded form, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make it into a number sentence. So I'm going to do 100 plus my tens, which is 20, plus my ones, which is 3, which equals the number 123. Then last but not least, this is a new one for us. This is our word form. And word form is us writing the name of the number down exactly how we hear it. So word form. We have 100. So I'm going to write it right here. 100. 23. So when it comes to our tens, in between the tens and the ones, we usually want to put a dash unless it's in the teens. So 13, 14, we don't need to separate those numbers by a dash just because it's one word. So it's 120, and you see I run out of room here, so I'm just going to come down. 20 dash 3. And those are our 4 forms of the number. We're going to do one more example, and then I'm going to show you how to do the assignment for today. So we'll just draw. I'm going to draw a squiggly line. That way I know that this next one has nothing to do with the number on top. So I'm going to decompose it into 4 different parts, partition it, and then I'm going to write again. I'm going to write standard form. Now remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video. Or if you don't want to keep looking up at the screen. So this is where notes come in handy. So to write standard form, instead of looking up constantly, if you look at your notes, you have it already right there at the top. So just look at your paper. Standard form, standard form. And then I'm going to just do this so we can separate the name. Now this time I'm going to give us a greater number than 100. So this one's going to be a bigger number, but I know that we can do it. So the number that I'm going to do is I'm going to do the number. Let's do 700. We'll do 714. Okay. This is our standard number, 714. This is how we see a number regularly. Next is our picture form. Now remember, we need our place value chart. It's a 3-digit number. So hundreds, tens, ones. And then don't forget to do it right here. This is going to help you a whole bunch. Hundreds, tens, ones. So now when we represent the number, we remember we always start with our ones. So there are 4 ones. I'm going to draw them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 110. So I'm going to draw 110. And then there are 700. Now I'm not going to want to draw them huge because then nothing's going to fit. So I'm going to go like kind of like this. 1, 2, 3. Now if you see only 3 fit here, so I'm going to go to the next row. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. So don't forget to label. This is going to help you for our next form, which is our expanded form. All right. Oops, that one went kind of crooked, but it's okay. So right here, remember for that picture form, label, label, label. Labeling is going to help you tremendously. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 ones. I have 110, but remember, I'm not going to write it as a 1. If I write it as a 1-digit number, that means it's going to have to go to this place value. And that's not it. So this 10 represents 10. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700. So this right here, it doesn't fit on that side, so I'm going to write it right here. 700. Now that I've expanded my number, I expanded it by its place value. That's going to help me with my expanded form. So right here, I'm going to go 700 plus 10 plus 4. And if we add that together, we get 714. Now remember, we have to go to word form, which is our newest one. Word form. And we write it exactly how we see it. I mean, not see it, I'm sorry. Exactly how we hear it. So 700. Now remember, I'm not going to do a dash the way I did up here because this number, this word is together. 714. And that is how we do our 4 forms of the number. Remember, keep your notebook by you because for our assignment today, you're going to have a question that's over the 4 forms of the number and your notes are going to help you.